What's up, Adams family? How you guys doing today? As you guys know, yesterday, September 10th, Charlie Kirk had another debate on a college in Utah. First of all, I just wanted to say I'm so sorry for Charlie's family. They are in my prayers. I hate that his daughter, his son, his wife, they were there. They've seen it. And that's no way to go. I usually don't post things like this. I try not to get into politics because it creates divisions between people, starts arguments and stuff like that. And I usually try to stay out of situations like this. But at this point, it's good versus evil. This isn't politics anymore. I'm actually about to let you guys watch a clip, and I posted it on my TikTok and my Instagram, which is right here. It's sad. It's sad, but humanity, man, killing someone just for a difference of opinion. Like, I agreed with a lot of what he said, but even for like the things that, let's say if Kamala Harris or someone else said something that I didn't agree with, I'm not gonna kill them. Just because I disagree? That's terrible. That's a terrible way to live. I'm not gonna try to make this video long, but here's a clip that I posted. Okay, so I usually don't do this, but I have been getting sent this video of Charlie Kirk, and even though I'm not super big into politics, I try not to get involved just because of situations that can happen and everything like that. But I was just sent the video, and I would watch a lot of his videos, not all, because again, I'm not super big into politics. But one thing I will say is that most of the stuff he was saying, I agreed with 100%. I feel it's sad that someone can take another man's life while they have their wife watching, their family watching, and his two beautiful children watching, and some sicko can just do that. Now, me personally, I'm a father of two boys. I can only imagine what that would be like for them. And a kid growing up without their father, after everything he's done for the world, the United States, like, and for the fact that people can be known as U.S. citizens and a part of the U.S., they can just mock him in the comments. Like, are you kidding me? Now, I know some people's gonna watch this and be like, you're soft, or whatever, he deserved it, this and that, but that's not true. I personally think it is very sickening and twisted how an innocent man who only wanted to do right by his country and by God and by his family and for the respect of others, even the people that disrespected him, he wished nothing but the best for those people, especially those people. And if he was still here right now, the people bashing him in the comments about his death, he would still pray for you. Not many of us are like that. Not even me. The amount of strength it takes to be able to pray for someone that prays for your downfall and that wishes nothing but what happened today. And he can still pray for you and wish you nothing but the best and just tries to give you info that can help you in the end. For anyone who's watching this and thinks that it's okay to do something like that just because of difference of opinion, you're crazy. You're a psychopath. You're insane. You need help. At this point, it's not even about politics. This isn't politics. This isn't what politics is supposed to be about. At this point, this is good versus evil. And even if you didn't agree with Charlie Kirk, at the end of the day, he's still human. He has children. He has a family. He has a wife that he's supposed to come home to. And now, you think it's funny. Think about how you would feel if you grew up without your father and he was a hero. He was a good person, someone that you could look up to, and now you'll never get to see them again. And if you are the type of people that's making fun of the situation that actually knows what that's like, why would you wish that? Even people that I don't agree with and people that I strongly dislike, I would never wish that upon them, especially because they have family. They're human. Like I said previously, they are human beings. It's not okay to do that. For the people that is cooking on a man who can't defend himself, you're cowards. You're part of the problem. You're part of the reason this country is so cooked. I don't know how many people's gonna see this. I don't care. But my prayers are out to Charlie's family, and I'm so sorry that they have to go through that. And if you guys are seeing this, I'm so sorry for your loss. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine. I'm so sorry. His children are gonna grow up knowing that their father was a hero, helped a lot of people out, and that he stood up for what he thought was right, even though it took him from us. And I'm sure even if someone would have went back in time, warned him, told him what was gonna happen, and he knew about it, he would still keep doing what he was doing because he believed that much to help people. He believed in this country. He believed in the people. It takes a special type of that takes a hero. Charlie's family, I'm so sorry this happened. I'm speechless. You guys are in my prayers, and I hope everything gets situated. I'm so sorry. Honestly, guys, for everyone that has been a big supporter of Charlie and who has watched his videos and shared his videos and his light and his love into the world, I'm so sorry for your loss as well. You know, some people that don't even know him personally, a lot of people that don't know him personally are really taking this to heart, and it's breaking them because we are all brothers and sisters through Christ. My content doesn't consist of religion. It doesn't consist of talking about Jesus and talking about this and that, because again, a lot of people start judging off of your beliefs or politics, and it's sad that you have to live in a world like that. And I just wanted to say personally that I'm so sorry for everyone's loss. I'm so sorry for Charlie's family. I'm devastated. I was in shock when I was sent the video. I don't wish that upon anyone, not even the people that pray for others' downfalls. I'm not that type of person. I cherish my humanity, and nowadays it's just, it sucks, and I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. What is this world coming to? Like, if you're gonna get killed for freedom of speech and freedom of beliefs, is this even America? You might as well just move to a different country. Like, that's the point that's coming across. That's what everyone's starting to think, because everyone who is getting through to other people, everyone who is sharing their belief, and everyone who agrees with that person, they almost get assassinated. But the people that a lot of other people don't agree with, they come up on top. How is that fair? How does that make sense? Break the cycle. I hope, I pray that this world gets better, because I have children. And I'll be damned if I let them grow up in a world like this. I don't want that for them. It's not right, man. It's not right. Now, again, I'm not super big into politics, and I try not to get involved. But damn, the people that's laughing about his death, the people that's like, oh, boo-hoo, his kids and his wife deserve better, they can do better without him. Like, you are screwed up. Y'all are mentally unstable to think that a human being, ignore the politics, ignore his religious beliefs, ignore all of that. Ignore it all. At the end of the day, he could still be a guy that you would like to hang out with, because other than the politics and his religion, he was still a human being who loved his family, who loved his friends, who was there for people. How can you hate someone that'll pray for someone that disrespects him? He had the strength and the courage. Like, this isn't right. The world that we live in today is not healthy. It's not right. First off, I just want to get this out of the way. Here's a video of him always smiling and giving people good advice.
Your students and universities across the country.
I love you guys. Honor the Shabbat. The 6 days you shall work, for 1 day you shall rest.
My man, I love it.
Remember the Lord your God who delivered you out of the house of bondage of Egypt, Exodus 20.
There's also a video of what people actually thought about Charlie Kirk.
From issues in the Constitution to something in the cultural zeitgeist at the moment. And the goal was to just have those free flow of exchanges between them. But he was most especially an influential and key figure in the Trump movement. Again, close with the president, and many in the White House who this afternoon are quite stricken by this news. Our colleagues who are over at the White House say when this news broke, as they learned about it as we did, many of them rushed into closed-door meetings and have been seen to be quite upset by this, understandably, because this is somebody who worked with them to get Donald Trump reelected, and in many cases probably weighed in on whether or not they should be holding the jobs they do, and would have campaigned alongside him back in the day.
Okay, Ed O'Keefe, thank you for that. Vice President J.D. Vance weighing in, saying, eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord, sending out a prayer for Charlie Kirk. 31 years old, a major figure on the right. Even if you don't know him, he was known and loved by many people across the country. Let's go to our CBS News Chief Washington analyst, Robert Costa. You can't overstate his impact on the right, Bob.
A tragic moment with many developments at this time. The governor of Utah has just posted on social media, Governor Cox, that he spoke with President Trump and said that, quote, "We will bring to justice the individual responsible for this tragedy." So President Trump, talking to many people involved on the phone, CBS News, has also just learned that the House of Representatives, led by Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican of Louisiana, just is called for a moment of silence to recognize the death of Charlie Kirk and to offer prayers for his family. This is a seismic political moment in American politics. While he is so young, as Ed O'Keefe said, he is someone with enormous influence and power, and this comes at a politically charged moment in this country where so many people feel on edge. You feel it when you cover events, when you cover the President of the United States. But this is someone, I have been covering conservative politics for nearly 20 years. He is such a star because of the way he articulated his views and was able to sit down with people not only on the right and in the center, but to sit down with figures like Governor Gavin Newsom of California and many Democrats. This is the death of someone with influence, but also the death of a rising political star. So many Republicans on Capitol Hill are heartbroken because they saw him as a friend. They also saw him as a real leader of conservative politics in this country. And for the president to make the statement about his death tells you a lot about how President Trump, who has been the Republican nominee for the past 3 presidential cycles, how he feels about this man. And it's hard to quantify and characterize the amount of anger, frustration, pain that is being felt in so many corners of American politics right now, especially those who knew Charlie Kirk.
And Bob, he had no small part in helping Donald Trump get reelected, right? I mean, Trump gives him a lot of credit for getting out there and getting the youth votes.
President Trump certainly does. Over the years, I've talked to President Trump, and he believes he's always at the center of his political movement, and he's the one who drives it forward. But even he has acknowledged in recent years that it was people like Charlie Kirk who, in the wake of his defeat in 2020, stood by him through legal challenges, through other issues. Charlie Kirk helped President Trump on the outside rebuild a political movement that ultimately lifted him to the White House in 2024. And you see these crowds, it's reminiscent of a Trump rally, but with a younger audience. And he was someone who connected President Trump to younger people who felt displaced in the culture or in the political system. And in the way others on the left and center have rallied youth, Charlie Kirk was someone who rallied youth on the right. And he became a force on college campuses, a force inside the Republican Party. I've spoken to Republican politicians in recent years who said speaking at a Turning Point USA rally was just as powerful sometimes for their own constituencies as speaking at a Trump rally. And this is going to, already it is, based on our reporting here, convulsing so much of the political conversation in this country. The agitation, the anger, it is coursing through so many of the text messages, the phone calls I've had within the past hour, outrage that this violence is having such an impact on a major American political figure like Charlie Kirk, who was as high profile as almost anyone else on the right, competing with those on television in elected office. He was seen as someone with political capital, not just famous, but influential.
Yeah, Bob, and I think a word you used there, connect. He really knew how to connect with the people, with the voters, and help Donald Trump get reelected. The reaction pouring in from across the political spectrum, as we keep telling you. Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, Minority Leader, I should say, saying political violence has no place in America. The shooting is horrifying, and I'm praying for Charlie Kirk and his family.
I wonder what it's going to be like in 100 years from now, if we're even here. I don't know. I hope that justice goes to Charlie. I hope that his family gets justice. And yeah, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Share, like, and comment. Make sure to get this word across, because this isn't right. Break the cycle. What does this world come to? This is so ridiculous that I even have to make a video like this. Why is this even a thing? Why is it what are the people thinking that do this to others? Like, I don't know. Anyway, guys, just that's it for the video. Spread positivity, pray for Charlie's family, and yeah, until the next time.